Jim the Game Guru. Today I'm going to go into some cases for the Nintendo Switch and the grip. So I'm going to go over the big officially licensed Nintendo case, as well as the Satisfye grip that I use a lot with my Nintendo Switch. But before I start and I dive into these cases and the grip, just let you know that about 4 days ago, I put out a video about a giveaway that I'm giving out a free Nintendo Switch title or a board game. With that giveaway, I have an 80 subscriber goal, and as of recording this video today, 12 new subscribers. Thank you so much for the new subscribers and existing subscribers subscribing to this channel. We're getting there. I'm hoping that by the middle of November-ish, we'll be able to hit that goal and then have the giveaway. More details on the giveaway to come, but please, guys, if you guys know anyone else that is into Switch, video games, or board game stuff, please forward them my channel, and I hope they become new subscribers. So let's go ahead and dive into two cases. First, I want to go into the official Nintendo giant kind of case that I picked up. Now, this case, I mean, you can see how monstrous it is. It's pretty huge all around. It's not too bad, though. I mean, it's kind of like, it's easy to carry because it's got a nice little handle there, as you can see. This carries everything you can think of for the Switch. Now, usually when I'm traveling, whether to, so I'm going out and hanging out with the family somewhere, or visiting the in-laws, or going someplace for work or wherever, two big decisions come to my mind. Do I want to hook up to a television and carry everything under the sun with me for my Nintendo Switch? Am I going to do local co-op play on a TV where I'm going? Do I need to bring the HDMI cable? Do I need to bring the power brick? Everything for the Switch? Or am I going someplace where I'm just going to do primarily handheld and I just need to sit comfortably handheld most of the time to play? If you're going to do everything, hook it to a television set, the whole 9 yards, I recommend getting this big, officially Nintendo case. I believe I picked this up from GameStop. It's pretty easy to find. It's got the big Nintendo Switch logo on the middle there, so you can't miss it. This is how it looks. When you open it up, you have multiple compartments. So take a look at those compartments. As you see right up here, we've got the Pro Controller can sit in there. Here you have a space for the dock. And then down here, this is the space right here running across for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch just slides right into that gap. On the sides, I usually put something like the power brick over here, and then maybe some cables, some USB cables or something, or or extra Joy-Cons or something. Whatever you can think of to bring with you. Then I'll lay down an HDMI cable on top if I need to. But this is an absolutely awesome case for taking the whole Switch and everything you could think of with you to plug it into whatever destination you're at. The other thing that I'm going to show you is the Satisfye grip. So the Satisfye grip is, I have not used any of the other grips that are available. There's multiple grips available for the Switch. I went for what I thought was kind of the best that I thought was on the market. It's not cheap for this set. The Satisfye grip is probably about $50. I think I spent around $50 for the case and for the grip itself. And as you can see right here, this is the grip. Your Nintendo Switch will just slide right on in there. It's got plenty of space in here for the Switch. This is just a game case that I had in there. If I'll bring this up, I'll show you guys. You can see how there's plenty of space in there for the grip and for your Switch. There's also a little spot up here where you can actually slide your game cartridges in. And then up here, zipper, where you open the zipper up and you can actually put things like headphones in there, small headphones, or any other kind of Joy-Con accessories that you may desire. It's very easy to carry, and the handle feels good. It's It's much smaller than that one, of course, obviously. And then the handle feels really comfortable when you use the switch in there. So I'm gonna slide the switch in here and show you guys what it looks like when you slide it in. If I do it correctly. So you slide it right in. There's actually like these little rubber things on the side and the inside on both sides. What happens is the rubber parts there will kind of give it that resistance there to slide it, and it also grips your switch into the grip. So slides in pretty easy, gives you that extra comfort you need when you put your hands on the controller, on both the Joy-Cons there. It's easy to access. Like, so one thing it's definitely a pain when you have your Switch in portable mode. And one thing that really bugged me and reason why I went for a grip, it was because of this right analog stick. This right analog stick here is so god awful to reach with your thumb. And I have smaller hands. I'm not a dude that has these ginormous hands. It is so hard, even with my smaller hands, to get my thumb to go down to that right analog stick without the grip. It's very uncomfortable. All the other buttons are fine, and this left analog is fine without the grip. But with the grip now, everything is just as comfortable as you need it to be. To get to the R2, the R1s, and the L1, L2, all these buttons here, it just feels so fantastic with that on the Switch. So I mean, it's just easy peasy. There is a cable here that it comes with, this case as well. It comes with, and looks like it also came with, looks like, what are these? Are these screen wipes? These might be screen wipes, I can't tell. But it also comes with this cable too. So that way, when you have the switch plugged into the grip, you can easily plug in this into the switch, and then plug this into some kind of power source. And this is my favorite thing, and the reason why they give you this cable here is because of this. One of my favorite features of the grip, I can just set this down easily. Just set it down. And I love that. When I'm playing this portable, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I just want to put this down. I don't have to be careful and lay it down. I can just go like this, which is so much easier because you're like this anyway, right? And then you can just go, bloop, just like that. Just put it down. It just rests. So this grip is kind of like a stand in a way. And if you wanted to, if you had a Pro Controller or something, you could probably play like that too. Unfortunately, you won't be able to adjust the angle with the grip in it, but it's so easy to put down on the table, and I absolutely love it. And then when you have it like this is where this cable kind of comes into play, where you can shove it under and plug it in, and it's easily chargeable. Two things I definitely recommend: Satisfye case, and then the Nintendo larger case. What is bad about the Satisfye grip? So there's two things that I do not like about the grip, but they're kind of minor things. There's nothing really crazy. One is that when you put the grip on this thing, it is ginormous. You can see how ginormous this Switch becomes with the grip on it. I mean, it's crazy. It's like it has huge wings. It goes from Switch to like B-52 bomber. It's crazy. It's huge. That is the one downside about this. So there are other grips on the market that I've never tried that you can probably slide them on and have a smaller grip size and smaller size overall for the unit. But I think it's a minor complaint. I mean, the grip feels good, and if I want this to be in a smaller form factor, I can always pull my Switch out and play my Switch, not in the grip. So I'm not too worried about that. The other thing that that took some kind of time getting used to is that without the grip, I was getting very, very lazy with the Switch. I would have let me pull the Switch out and I'll show you. I would have my, you know, sometimes you just like kind of you slouch, or you kind of have the switch like this, and you kind of have your arms in. But see, without the grip, you can kind of hold your switch whichever way you want to hold the switch, right? If I want to hold it like this, or if I want to be lazy, I'll do this or do this or whatever, I can do that. The one problem I found with Satisfye grip is that even though it's actually very comfortable in your hands, it needs correct posture. And just like anything you do, whether it's computers or sports or whatever, you need to have the right kind of posture when you're using this, or else it will actually make you hurt in a way. So like when I started using this, I was doing the lazy thing like this. But what I found out is that when you have your hand in the Satisfye grip, it forces you to kind of put your wrists like this with the unit, right? So then I found myself when I was trying to do that lazy kind of lack of posture and doing this, it was actually hurting my right wrists and my left wrist. I was actually getting really sore in here. So whenever you use this, you have to have absolute correct posture. Be in a chair, sit like this, and use it like, if you use it like this, you're fine. But if you start to slouch or do anything where you move it around, it can actually, you know, it can actually hurt you a little bit, make you sore in certain places because you're not using it right. And kind of like with computers, if you're not using the keyboard and the mouse right, you can get carpal tunnel or hurt your wrist or whatever. So yeah, that is the one thing that I found with this. And the other thing too is like when you're using this grip, it's hard to do something like this, to have the kind of, if you try to slouch or something, or even like kind of bring your shoulders in or whatever, it's hard. It's easy to do that when you have to switch out of the grip, but if you can't really do that with this because because this grip is forcing you to go like this, that I find myself having my arms out a little bit more like this, and even using some of my muscles on the side here a little more because of the way that I'm holding the unit with the grip. So just one thing to keep in mind is that if you decide to go with a Satisfye grip, that you will have to use correct posture, or else your body's going to be fighting you, and it's going to get sore because you're not using it right. So it's one. Just always keep that in mind. But other than that, those are kind of minor. Other than that, it's a great grip. It feels good. I like using it. I always make sure I'm sitting up on a seat and using it right. The case is absolutely wonderful. You can put all your games in it. You can put all your your small accessories up here, and you just zip it up, put everything and you're good to go. And the switch and the grip go right together, right into the case. So it's super easy. You just close that up, zip it up, boom, gone. Everything you need in here that you need for portable play. So I recommend both. I enjoy having both of them. I use the bigger one less because most of the time when I travel somewhere, I'm doing more portable stuff. So then when you have both, it's just a matter of, you know, what am I going to do? Am I going to hook it up to the TV and need everything? Or do I just go with just portable, which is the Satisfye? Eventually, I'll probably want to try another grip. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I mean, I would like to try another one just to see what it's like, but I don't have a big need for it right now because this Satisfye grip does everything that I wanted to do as far as a bigger grip, feeling comfortable on the go. It is monstrous though. Like I said, it is like a big, huge, monstrous setup once you have it all plugged in. But it's a small complaint for good grip and everything in one to go, just like that. Boom. But that's it. I want to show you those the two cases and the Satisfye grip. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.